we say good evening to Cammie Decker, Concordia women's golf star, the senior out of Kaiser, Oregon, joining us tonight. And Cammie, thanks for making time to speak with us here this evening.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
You are heavy with awards. You're the two-time GNAC Golfer of the Year. Okay, for full disclosure, you were the co-golfer of the year last year, but you've been on that podium the last couple of years. You're a three-time first-team all-GNAC performer. You were the GNAC co-freshman of the year back your freshman year. And now you are playing, it looks to me, maybe your best golf ever. Second place at the True North Classic, tied for 11th at the Dixie State Fall Invitational, and you won last week's Concordia Invitational with a score of 5 over 149. Am I looking at this correctly, and maybe are you playing your best golf in your Concordia career right now?
Yeah, I would totally agree with you. I'm just having a really good season right now. I'm trying my hardest to go out there every day, practice hard, and it's definitely showing.
Well, no question about it. And you say you practice every day. Is there a portion of your game? Is it off the tee? Is it the irons? Is it around the greens? Is it putting? Is there any particular phase of your game that you have looked to improve this year, and you've seen that improvement this season?
With my putting, for sure. I think for a lot of golfers, we always focus on our swing, try and get out on the range as much as possible, try our best to hit the ball straight, and I think sometimes we forget about our short game, and that definitely can be the problem for me. If I am having a problem out on the course, it will be my putting or my chipping. So this year I've tried really hard to focus on my putting specifically, 10 to 15 footers, because that's where you have a birdie opportunity, but I wouldn't always take advantage of those. And since working on my putting, I have been able to take advantage of those, and it's showing in my score.
You were named the GNAC Women's Golf Player of the Week after we mentioned winning the Concordia Invitational, so your own home tournament. Now, you were actually tied with Dominican's Claire Shubin, but you won the tournament on a 2-hole playoff. Talk about the playoff, and did the putting that you just talked about, did that come into play to allow you to win?
Oh, it definitely did. I'm very happy that I've recently been working on my putting. On the first playoff hole, I was at the front of the green. The pin was in the back. I unfortunately only got it halfway there, so I still had a 10-footer to save par. And standing over that putt, I knew that I did not want to let her win because I 3-putted. So as I was standing over that putt, I was just saying, you got to make it. And thankfully I did. And then we got to the second hole where I unfortunately came up short of the green, had to chip it, didn't have my best chip, still had an 8-footer to save par, and once again just stood over that and wanted to put the pressure on her for her to make her par putt. And so thankfully I did make that 8-footer, and she had a 6-footer that was a left-to-right slider, which is pretty hard for right-handed golfers, and unfortunately she missed it, which gave me the win.
Did you feel that there was any additional pressure on you playing for your own home tournament victory?
Yeah, I didn't want to let anyone take that from me. When we have a home tournament, it is an advantage for the team, and I wanted to take that advantage. I know the course. I've had time out there more than other teams, and so I knew I had to use those benefits in order to win.
And you did come up with the victory, and you led Concordia to a third-place team finish as well. So you did well in both those fronts. Talking about you in school for just a moment, and we were talking with Cammie Decker from the Concordia women's golf team. you are an interdisciplinary studies major, but I understand that you want to go into real estate after you graduate from Concordia. What lures you into the real estate area?
Coming into school, I never had a major that really stuck out to me. I'm taking a lot of psychology classes because that is my focus in my major. I thought I wanted to be a school counselor, but after taking a few classes, I was like, this really isn't for me. And I actually started becoming interested in real estate because my parents were wanting to move, and so that process of looking for houses, I was kind of doing that with them because I really had an interest in looking at houses and stuff. And we also have a lot of family friends who are in that occupation. So it's just something that I have a liking for and would like to try to pursue that.
Well, you're going to have an opportunity to look at some of the most pretty real estate that I've ever had the chance to see. You're going to Waikoloa, Hawaii, to compete in the Dennis Rose Invitational from October 29th and 30th. Have you played that tournament before?
I haven't. I have visited Hawaii multiple times. I've actually been over by that course, but I've never had the opportunity to even play in Hawaii. So this will be something new for me, but I'm very excited about it.
What is different for courses there than courses here than courses elsewhere? Do states have different kinds of courses based on their geography and maybe the type of grass or the type of playing conditions they have?
Yeah, so what I see the most is in different regions is the grain of the green. And in here, like in Oregon, you can't really see a lot of the grain. When we were recently in Utah, we were able to see it, which helps you read your putts. And I have heard from my coaches and teammates who are from Hawaii that there's a lot of grain on those greens. So I'm hoping that can benefit me to help me read the greens better.
Well, Cammie, it's been a delight to talk with you. Congratulations on an unbelievable career. Congratulations on what is becoming an unbelievable season. Have a lot of fun down there in Hawaii. Play well at the Dennis Rose Invitational a little bit later this month, and we'll continue to wish you a lot of success and watch the rest of your golf career at Concordia in this your senior season.
Thank you, and thank you for having me.